Yeah.
Would you agree?
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
Okay. All right. So that's that. Now, here's a basketball note. Don't do Clint Sterner. Let's go to the basketball note. Obviously, a lot of this is around the corner, but here's from John Watstein, and I saw Ross Dellinger, who will join us tomorrow on this from SI.com. The Division I Transformational Committee, which Baylor President Dr. Linda Livingstone is on, they've been, kind of some movement to try to maybe clean some things up or at least maybe make things simple, more simple. Has had dialogue to expand the NCAA tournament in all sports to include 25% of the programs who are eligible. That would mean men's basketball, which right now is at 68. If you added about another 20 teams, which is 20% of whatever, give them the 20% of 300, whatever the number is, you would have as many as possibly 88, 90 teams. Many have opposed this. When I first saw this, I'm thinking it's great. College football is going to have expansion to the playoffs. I wanted that 25 or 30 years ago. Is this a good idea? It's money. It's all about money.
No, it's so perfect the way it is right now. It's so perfect and beautiful. Don't mess it up. And here's the other thing they need to, and this is maybe a semantics argument I might be having with this committee, but the NCAA tournament already has every team that's playing in it. It's called the conference tournaments. Those tournaments are postseason tournaments. Most of the teams in the postseason tournament should not be playing in the postseason based on their conference record. So you already have that expansion. Maybe put more focus on the conference tournaments and promote that a little bit better and include that as the overall NCAA tournament, as opposed to doing this, which also then further negates the importance of the conference tournaments. Because there's 20 more teams you're getting in, then why is Kansas City important for the Big 12? Why is New York City important for the ACC? Why are all these things important if 20 teams more teams are going to get in? Most of those teams that would get in needed to have a good showing in the conference tournament. Now it negates that.
I mean, I guess if, look at it from a Big 12 perspective, and other conferences could probably say this, but the Big 12, especially with, the 10-team setup, although that changes next year, obviously, basically the whole conference would make the NCAA tournament. So I guess that you cheer that, but I think this is big-time participation trophy and money grab is what this is.
And he'll give you a stat. You get, what do you call them? What are the markers or whatever you want to get for every time a team advances? It's worth like $2 million in the NCAA men's tournament. So if you add another 2 or 3 or 4 teams from your conference in and any of them win, you're talking about $2 million, $2 million, $2 million, and then, of course, increases your odds to have more of that in the following rounds.
I'll tell you, I will personally lose interest in college basketball to an extent if they do it this way. That's going to kill some of the importance of, why do I care about the conference tournament? I mean, so that the team that I'm watching can get like the 85th spot in this. Like, are they really deserving if they're team 85? I mean, yeah, because I do think it's number 63. Yeah, 63 right now matters. That playing game like that matters the way that it's currently set up. Not everybody might be watching it. We might not always be able to tell you exactly who's playing in that bad boy, but we know that's a big deal that those teams got this opportunity. If you expand it by another 20, then how much are we watering this thing down to where you're going to have below 500 teams making this tournament? And I guess that, there's certain situations that will be unique regardless, but I don't know. This just seems like a really cheap money grab and really lowers some of the, the fun of kind of that chase in the end to get some of those few remaining spots. Because now, you could lose in the first round of your conference tourney and be a borderline team and still be getting in without any much of a sweat. So I don't know about.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.